Thanks for joining us. Obviously, we're CrossCheck Clothing Boys, and we thought we'd just kind of drop a little video telling you how we're getting on in regards to things to do with this charity t-shirts, in regards to just how we're kind of getting on both professionally and personally. So I think Pete's got a couple of messages just to kick us off.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we just hope that everyone who is watching this is well. Hopefully, you're mentally and physically well and keeping yourself safe. That's the most important thing. And also, we'd like to use this opportunity to say a big happy birthday to our friend Kaylee in
Mon the
Port.
Gailey.
So we hope that you're having a wonderful day, and whatever you've managed to get up to has been good. So yeah, happy birthday, Kaylee.
Happy birthday, Kaylee. Hope you've had a good one.
So first thing I think to mention probably is to say thank you to all you guys that bought our Keep Your Head Up t-shirt, the sky blue and grey variants that we launched last week.
I think it was last week.
Yeah. So as you've probably seen on the socials, the pre-order for that's closed now, and we have donated just over £300 to Fair Share, which is a UK charity that gets food and supplies to people around the UK who are less fortunate than ourselves. So even at a normal time, I suppose what you could say, there's a lot of people that go without at this time where we're all in lockdown and suffering with this pandemic. Then I think that the work that those guys are doing is even more valuable. So yeah, thank you all so much for helping us with that.
Definitely. I mean, they do a lot of food banks and stuff as well, don't they? So it's gonna help a lot of people. Especially, and I believe I did a bit of reading. They've been doing some home deliveries now for obviously those elderly or vulnerable people.
And it's all run completely by volunteers in local areas. So whether or not the money goes to actually purchasing food or whether or not it goes towards different drivers' diesel money and whatnot, then it's a fantastic charity. Definitely. And we're very proud to have supported it as we have.
Definitely. So I guess that follows on then our new NHS t-shirt.
Yep.
So we've got a new charity t-shirt. If you've not seen it already, check out our socials and stuff. It's already been popping off and it's only been available for a couple hours. The NHS t-shirt is something that we spoke about probably about a week ago when we were doing the Fair Share t-shirt, and we didn't think it was appropriate to be running two charity t-shirts against each other. So we waited for the Fair Share pre-order to run, and then we obviously thought about launching this one. And there's been a lot of talk in the past couple of days about the NHS. Obviously, we all did the clap on Thursday, and I don't know about you guys because you live in a quiet area, but for me, standing outside my flat was, I don't know, it choked me up a little bit. Just hearing the amount of people, I didn't know what to expect. I went outside thinking maybe a couple of people would, but like,
still living in your area.
Well, exactly. But like, I went outside and it was amazing. There were people with pots and pans banging. There were fireworks. It was nuts. And obviously, it's a testament to how much people really do care, obviously, about the NHS and about the care and the protection that we need to give it. So obviously, this T-shirt is something that we've launched, and we've promised to give 50% of every T-shirt sold directly to NHS Charity. I believe when you donate to NHS charities, they're all different funds, they're all different trust funds and that kind of thing. But I believe we found like a central area which will then distribute it for us, which is even better. That way, we don't have to pick just local to us. We don't have to pick local to somewhere else. It's all going to be distributed nice and evenly wherever it's needed. But on top of the NHST, we've just signed up for the blue light card. So the blue light card, obviously, if you know what it is, you obviously know how it works. If you don't know what it is, it's for someone who works within the emergency services, and they're able to get discounts on certain areas, online shopping, whether it be restaurants, whether it be buying dresses and shoes and t-shirts and that kind of stuff. We've signed up to that. We're going to be giving anyone with a blue light card 25% off as soon as blue light authorise it, because that's just going through. We've all signed up. It's just waiting to be authorised by their staff, which I'm assuming their staff are going to be inundated, because I'd like to hope a lot of small companies like us and a lot of bigger companies are now signing up to blue light in the hope that these guys, these heroes in the NHS and the fire service and the police service and everything else, are going to be able to benefit from their companies.
Yeah.
what I do want to say personally, Pete doesn't know about this because it's only just happened. It's on Twitter, and Twitter's my verse, whereas Pete's more of an Instagram guy. Someone did question why we're only giving 50% to the charities. Where's the other 50% going? Now, obviously, we're charging £12 for the T-shirt, which means £6 per T-shirt is going to the charity. First of all, that's the most we've ever given per T-shirt to any charity ever. Um, but secondly, that other £6, whilst it isn't the cost of the T-shirt and stuff, as this person mentioned on Twitter, it does put a roof over my head. Obviously, CrossCheck pays me my wage. It pays the people who are making the print. It pays for the machines to run. Pays for our electric. So that's £6 as an even split. We think a 50% give to the NHS from this funding is definitely enough. And obviously, if we sell more and we've got a lot more money to play with, then fair enough, we'll donate more. We're not the type of company to keep a ton of money and capitalize on such a tragic thing. Really, we never have been.
The other thing that is worth mentioning on that side as well is that we are a VAT registered company. Yeah. So when we list something for £12 on our store, 20% of that immediately goes to HMRC, which we can't do anything about, whether or not it's a charity T-shirt or not. So obviously we are losing 20% to VAT, but we're still giving 50% of the overall sale to the NHS. So there's even less money after the sale.
There's lots of running costs involved, and we're giving as much as we possibly could. We could have quite easily only said we'll give 25% per, but because of the severity of what's going on, we wanted to give much more than we ever have done to any charity T-shirt before. So yeah, that's kind of the NHS. That's the charity T-shirts discussed and stuff. Just in general, how's the company getting on? Your end, Pete. First of all, what have you been up to?
Well, CrossCheck's doing all right. I mean, obviously, we've taken a hit like a lot of companies have with cancellations of events. People have been expecting to see us at playoffs, the GB games, all that kind of stuff's been put well and truly on hold. And obviously, that does cause problems for us. But we're in the same boat as everyone right now. There's companies left, right, and centre that are not. Unfortunately, they're not going to make it through this, and we're in a position at the moment where we're quite lucky that we are gonna be able to see things through, hopefully, and that's testament to the people that are supporting us right now, our customers and the people that support and follow this brand and have done for a lot of years are helping us through, and we can't thank people enough for what they're doing right now. And we're using the opportunity that we've got to donate to charities and give something back as well. So yeah, other than that, we have got quite a lot of products that are sat in CrossCheck HQ right now that we were expecting to take to playoffs, but we've had to put on hold. So they're all just sat waiting, and until then, we will, we'll launch them all in due course. Really, that's all we can do.
Yeah, I'm excited actually. There's a couple of hoodies coming, and we've got a couple of T-shirts. One of which definitely has to sit on the back burner until everything's blown over.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me in the office, it's kind of, I'm still isolating in a way, still keeping socially distant. For those of you that don't know, I don't drive, so I'm a public transport kind of person. I've not been on a bus for the past 2 weeks. There's no chance you're not going to get me on a bus. I'm lucky that I don't live too far away from the CrossCheck office. So I've been cycling down, and I'm using very minimal days down there. It'll just be a day where Royal Mail are coming to kind of collect. We've even gone as far to make sure this social distancing is where Pete's currently bringing stuff. He's going to be doing it tomorrow. He's going to bring some stock to me, but he's going to leave it in reception, and then he's going to clean up after himself, wipe all the contact points, and I'm going to be coming down to the office to then sort through the T-shirts and get everything shipped and that kind of thing. So we're staying as safe as we can be in the office. Someone questioned actually on Twitter about Royal Mail, making sure that we're thinking about those guys. And just as it's out there in the world, I've spoken to the guy who comes and collects. He's our collection officer, and he says they're running as normal for now. And I understand they're obviously going to be high risk people coming into contact. So what I did the last time I saw him, which was Thursday, I gave him some gloves and I gave him a mask that I'd already got at home. So now our collections officer is now fully safe to come and do his run, because it's always the same guy. So it's look after the people that help us be able to do what we can still do, even where it is very limited. Um, but the orders have still been coming in for us. So thank you first of all to everyone that's been able to still support us. Obviously, we expect a lot of people to be coming through hard times now, especially with everything that's going off with work and everyone else. Everyone's in a different boat, and it's interesting every day to see what Boris Johnson and the government are going to say on these kind of press conferences. So yeah, for sticking with us so far, we can't thank you enough, and fingers crossed we'll still be bringing some more stuff in the near future, and you'll like that too. Because I tell you what, these hoodies that are coming, I like them.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and listening to our update. If people like what we're saying and doing, then we might do some more. We might invite some special guests.
Definitely.
We'll try and keep it regular, keep people's spirits up. And if anyone does need to talk to anyone, then always is up on socials, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Definitely.
We're always online. We're always happy to have a chat with anyone. Throw a bit of banter backwards and forwards if anyone needs that.
Definitely. So yeah, we'll catch you next time. Maybe we'll have a guest. Maybe we'll do something different. We'll discuss some other stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. See ya.